no problem, no problem, no problem, it's just no problem. Steady Eddie is always ready to make that delivery on time. Doesn't matter if it's raining, you won't find him complaining. For Steady Eddie it is no problem. No problem, no problem, no problem, it's just no problem. Can he carry a heavy load? No problem. Can he drive safely down the road? No problem. Can he go long distance? Can he drive all night? Will he make sure the delivery gets there all right? No problem. No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem at all. No problem, it's just no problem. It's just no problem. No, I can do it. I really can. No problem. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. No problem. And he'll always do it with no problems. It's just no problem. Sorry about that. The parade. It was a lovely morning at Steady Eddie's depot. There was an air of excitement because today was the day of the lorry parade. I still don't know what I'm going to go as, said Steady Eddie to Loretta. I've been awake all night worrying about it. Oh dear, you poor thing. I'm sure you'll think of something soon. Me, I'm going to cover myself in flowers. That'll be nice, said Eddie. You'll look very pretty. No, she won't, said Oliver Overdrive as he pulled up into the depot. You'll look stupid and smell all sweet and girly. Lorries are meant to look strong and rugged and smell of oil. Not all lorries, said Loretta. So what are you going to go as, Oliver? Asked Steady Eddie. Me? I'm not dressing up. There's no need. Once I've been through the lorry wash, I'll be the best looking, most handsomest lorry in the whole depot. I don't need any silly costume to win the cup. And off went Oliver to the truck wash. I was going there, complained Steady Eddie. Then you'll have to wait, called out Oliver Overdrive. There are some days I really don't like him, said Steady Eddie to Loretta. And today is one of them. Don't let Oliver upset you. And anyway, he's wrong. He's not the most handsomest lorry in the depot. Suddenly there was a rattling and a clattering from the warehouse. Mind your backs, tooted Freddie Forklift. Coming through! And he whizzed between the lorries. Oh dear, he said, staring hard at Eddie. Oh dear, he said, turning round and looking at Loretta. What? Said Eddie. Well, what? Said Loretta. Look at you two. The parade's only a few hours away and you haven't even started getting ready. I don't know what to go as. And I can't think until I've had my morning shower. And Oliver is hogging the truck wash at the moment, said Eddie. And what's your excuse, Loretta? I've been waiting for you, see? I need your help to decorate me with flowers. Well, here I am, and we can get started on you, Loretta, while Eddie waits for his shower. Good idea, said Loretta, as Freddie whizzed off. How about a huge sunflower on the top of your cab? Asked Freddie as he arrived back from the warehouse. Oh, that'll look lovely, said Loretta. That'll look stupid, said Oliver Overdrive as he drove past. The lorry wash is free now, Eddie. Not that it'll make much difference. I am the smartest truck and you know it. And with that, Oliver drove off in a puff of smoke. Here we go. There's nothing I like better than getting wetter and covered in bubbles and foam. Either first thing in the morning to help to stop me yawning, or at the end of the day to wash the grime away. Oh, splish, splash, splosh. Ooh, I like a lovely wash. Bubble, dribble, pop. Make sure the water's nice and hot. Oh, lovely. There's nothing I'd rather do than drive slowly through the truck wash wash at least once a day. Ooh, the brushes spin and splash me, working very hard to clean me. Just wait until you see me with my paper nice and gleamy. Ah! Splish, splash, splosh. Ooh, I like a lovely wash. Woohoo! Bubble, dribble, pop. Make sure the water's nice and hot. Super! Either first thing in the morning to help to stop me yawning, or at the end of the day to wash the grime away. Yes, wash the grime away. Oh, wash the grime away. Go away, grime. No problem. Once Steady Eddie had had his shower, he headed back to the depot to see how Loretta was doing. Freddie Forklift had done a wonderful job covering Loretta with flowers, but in the process had managed to cover himself as well. "So what are you going to do, Steady Eddie?" asked Freddie. "I'm going to decorate myself with all the different places I've been to." "Oh, how are you going to do that then?" asked Loretta. "Well," said Eddie proudly, "I've been to France on a delivery, so I can decorate myself with French stuff. And I've been to Scotland, so I can decorate part of me with things from Scotland." "And you've been to Holland and Wales, and you live in England, so there's loads you can do," suggested Loretta. "Ah, what a great idea," said Freddie Forklift. "And I think we've got some flags of the different countries in the warehouse. We could start with them." And off he shot to see what he could find. In no time at all, Freddie was whizzing through the depot with a whole load of bunting trailing behind him. "This will do for a start," he called. "Right, Eddie, where do you want it?" Along the top of my trailer," he answered. With all Freddie's whizzing around, it wasn't long before Steady Eddie was ready. "Great job, Freddie Forklift," said Eddie, admiring his display. "Whoa, you've done wonders with both me and Loretta. One of us is bound to win the best-dressed lorry in the parade." "Ha! Oh, it was nothing," said Freddie, who had stopped for a brief moment to catch his breath. "Do you realise you've still got some of Loretta's flowers on you? And there's some Edam cheese on your windscreen, garlic on one of your forks, and a bit of bunting stuck on your flashing light," laughed Eddie. "All in a day's work," said Freddie as he shot back into the warehouse. Just then, Jock the tanker arrived, and he had a big black pointy hat on his head, and his tank had been covered in a black tarpaulin. "Hello," he said. "You two look great. What do you think of my costume?" Well," said Eddie, unsure what Jock was supposed to be. "Oh, well, it's very, well, it's interesting," said Loretta. "What are you?" "I'm a wizard. Can't you tell by the way?" Oh, yes, now I see it," said Eddie. "The hat and the cloak, very good." "Aye, that's what I thought, but I've just popped over to get Freddie to put some finishing touches on." Just then, Freddie appeared with a brush full of glue and a large can of glitter. "Where do you want it?" he asked. "Oh, I don't know," replied Jock. "Me a bit on my hat and a few shiny bits on the cloak." "Okie dokie," said Freddie Forklift as he splashed bits of glue all over Jock. "We'll just wait for a big gust of wind, and then the glitter will blow over you and stick to the glue. 1, 2, 3! And up went the glitter into the air. And just as Freddie had said, it stuck to Jock. "Now, is everyone ready?" asked Freddie. "We don't want to be late for the procession." "I'm ready," said Eddie. "Me too," said Loretta. "I'm just perfect," said Jock the tanker. You don't mind if I come and watch? With all the hard work we put in, it would be nice to see one of you win. All the roads are closed, especially for the procession, so there should be no problem you driving on them. So yes, come along, offered Eddie. But aren't you going to tidy yourself up first? You're covered in flowers, glitter and stuff. No, there's no time, and anyway, no one will notice. So off they went, out of the depot and down the road towards the parade. It's about time, sneered Oliver Overdrive, as the others joined him at the front of the procession. We don't want to keep the mayor waiting. He's doing all the judging today, and of course, he's going to be judging me the best. We'll see, said Steady Eddie. So off they went, driving slowly down the road towards where the mayor was standing. First Oliver Overdrive, then Steady Eddie, followed by Loretta Lorry, and finally Jock the tanker in his wizard costume. Lorries from other depots drove past too. And finally, once all the trucks had driven past the mayor, Freddie Forklift whizzed by to join Eddie and his friends. Oh, you are brilliant, said Freddie. One of you is bound to win. Just then, the mayor stepped up to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, he went. I'm sure you'll all agree this year's lorry procession has been the best ever. It's great to see so many old faces and some new ones too. But now the time you've all been waiting for, the announcement of the best lorry. Which will be me, said Oliver. This year, continued the mayor, it has been really difficult. You've all worked so very, very hard. But the winner this year is not, in fact, going to be a lorry. There was a gasp from the crowd. The prize for the best dressed vehicle is Freddie Forklift. The judges and I weren't too sure what he was meant to be, but we can tell he's put a lot of effort into his costume. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, let's have a big cheer for Freddie. What, me? I've won? Said Freddie in shock. Yes, you have. Well done, said Steady Eddie. I don't know, said Oliver Overdrive. Who's ever heard of a forklift being the best lorry? I should have won. And he drove off in a huff. But Freddie Forklift didn't care what Oliver thought, because everybody clapped and cheered as he drove up to the podium to collect his cup. Steady Eddie is always ready to make that delivery on time. Doesn't matter if it's raining, you won't find him complaining. For Steady Eddie it is no problem. No problem. No problem. It's just no problem. It's just no problem. No, I can do it. I really can. No problem. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. No problem. And he'll always do it with no problems. It's just no problem. Sorry about that.